go. Welcome back to Lunch at the Markets. Honestly, there's not a lot going on in the markets today. There's a couple of companies that look interesting: ICX Technologies, ICXT, and American Science and Engineering, ASEI, are both up huge because they make products that are used by Homeland Security. So from here, you need one of two things to happen. The first thing you need would be for another event to take place. If someone actually gets hurt in the U.S. as a result of a bomb going off, you'll see these stocks continue to work. The second thing you'll need to see are these technologies being adopted by government agencies. The products ASEI makes are used now mainly in Border Patrol. If they begin using these in airports, you'll see earnings increase and the stock can rise even with the same multiple. Right now, though, ASEI trades already with a PE of almost 20, and ICXT isn't actually a profitable company and has no PE. ICXT has plenty of cash, $22 million, but they're burning about half of that a year on declining revenue. So you may want to wait for these numbers to sell off a little bit before you get in and have them sell off and then sell them on the next event. If you think someone can pull off a successful attempt or that the government will finally make the investment in security, then they could still work. ASEI does have a successful business model and they are profitable, but they'll have to see a big increase in profits for the stock to move too much because it's already trading with the appropriate PE, so you're unlikely to get a PE expansion unless this technology is adopted across the country. So be careful chasing these two big movers or others in the sector. Sorry it's not exciting, but it may prove to be sound advice. Continuing on our small cap China bent that we've been on, you can probably own CVVT here. China Valves makes, well, you guessed it, valves, so that's not terribly exciting. But it trades with a forward P of 8, so there is certainly room for multiple expansion if they can be profitable. Right now its levered free cash flow is negative, so you're going to need a big turn in business as they serve oil, gas, and metal companies in China. We've been tempted to own this in the past, but honestly, you can see the stock lacks a catalyst and we don't see one. But we don't see a tremendous downside. If you're looking for more growth, consider Holosys Automation Tech, symbol HOLI. It makes automation and control technology for train control centers in China. They also make a system for nuclear power plants and fire alarm systems. These are areas of growth, especially because they're focused on safety that you don't have with CVVT. Now, even though Holi doesn't have a PE, does have good free cash flow, even with its debt, and there's some growth in earnings. Any commitment to rail by China should result in an increase in revenue. For more exciting names in China, take a look at the agricultural sector. It's getting hit pretty hard, and you can pick up CAGC, GRO, and SEED much cheaper. We do like Seed, which is basically the Monsanto of China, but these stocks are not for the faint of heart, so be aware of the volatility. For something really exciting, take a look at YPF Sociedad, symbol YPF. It does exploration, development, and production for crude oil, natural gas, and LNG in Argentina. It also does refining, marketing, transportation, and distribution of a range of oil, gas, and biofuels. Its oil transportation is about 2,700 kilometers of oil pipelines. It also helps to operate 3 power stations. It's a combination of Duke Energy, Kinder Morgan Energy Partners, and Calumet Specialty Products all in one with a dividend of 15.3%. This is probably the biggest find we have for you today. It's also terribly unexciting, but this week it's been a lack of excitement all the way around. Bottom line, take a look at your book. Know what you own, sell those positions that you no longer have conviction for. There's really no reason to put principal at risk if you don't really have a reason for owning the stock anymore. Consider moving on, taking your profits or your losses, and raising some cash for the new year. Right now, the market isn't telling you much of anything, so we don't have a lot to say either right now. It will not always be that way, so make sure you have some room to wiggle around, raise some cash on stocks you no longer have a reason to own. Get ready for the new year in a couple of days. Don't forget to visit www.magnumopusfinancial.com. We now have a link to Lunch at the Markets right there on the landing page. You can also look through the other videos on the website, read articles we've written, and visit the MOF News Network. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you tomorrow.